Namaste everyone. Welcome to another yoga flow for arm balance. This is going to be an advanced yoga flow. So if you haven't done any arm balances before, I recommend you to go visit the beginner levels or the intermediary level flows and then come back to this one. Okay, let's go to the center of our mat and we're going to start off with some Surya Namaskar. Inhale as you raise your arms up in the air. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale into halfway bend. Exhale as you jump or step back. And then go into Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. And then exhale into downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Turn your shoulders right outwards and keep pushing through your hands and your feet. Then inhale, look forward, jump or step forward. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale as you come all the way up, hands up in the air, and then exhale into Tadasana. We're going to repeat it a few times. Inhale as you raise your arms up. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale as you jump or step back, going into Chaturanga. Inhaling into upward facing dog. And then exhaling into downward facing dog. Your drishti or your focus point should be at your navel. You can keep a slight bend in your knees. Keep breathing. Long deep inhale and long deep exhale. When you're ready, look forward, jump or step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale as you slowly come back all the way up. And then in Tadasana. Repeat it another time at your own pace, following your own breath. Long deep inhales and long deep exhales. Keep breathing. Keep maintaining your focus. Find that flow of breath and move as per your breath. Next we are going to go into Surya Namaskar B. So inhale as you go into chair pose. Exhale as you go into forward fold. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale as you jump or step back. Going into Chaturanga. Inhaling into upward facing dog. And then exhaling into downward facing dog. From here, bring your right foot in between your arms. Inhale as you bring your arms up into Warrior 1. And then exhale as you bring your arms down, going into Chaturanga. Inhaling into upward facing dog. Exhaling into downward facing dog. And then repeat it on the left side. Warrior 1 on left side. Upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Again, look forward, jump a step forward. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you go into chair pose. And then exhale in Tadasana or the mountain pose. We're going to repeat it a few more times. So inhale into chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step back in Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your right foot in between your arms. Inhaling into warrior one. Exhale as you come back and go into Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Now bring your left foot forward and go into warrior one on the left side. Exhale and go into Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog and exhale into downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Slow your heart rate down. Long deep inhale and long deep exhale. When you're ready, look forward, jump or step forward. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you come into chair pose. Exhale as you go into Tadasana. Repeat it another time at your own pace with your own breath flow. Maintaining that steady breath. Continuing to breathe. When you're done, meet me in Tadasana. And then inhale as you cross your arms, right arm underneath the left, and go into eagle pose. And then crossing your right foot over the left foot. Your upper body is twisting towards the right side and the lower body is twisting towards the left side. Bring your arms down. Now inhale as you raise your arms up and repeat it on the other side with your left arm underneath your right arm. And then lifting your left foot to rest on your right foot 2 inches above the knee. Do a little squat here, go a little down if you can, maintaining that balance, maintaining that focus. Stay here for another breath and then gently come out of it, inhaling as you raise your arms up and exhaling as you go into Tadasana. From here we are going to go into crow pose. So inhale as you raise your arms up and exhale as you bring them down into forward fold. From here, rest your hands on the ground, spreading your fingers wide apart, and then locking your knee in on your triceps. Move back and forth and gently move on to crow pose. And once you're done, jump a step back and do a vinyasa flow and meet me in a downward facing dog. Now lift your right leg up and bend it from the knee and bring it to meet the right elbow. Inhale as you lift your right leg back up in the sky and exhale as you bring it to meet your right elbow and repeat this flow a few times at your own breath. And now let's repeat it on the other side. Inhaling as you bring your left foot up in the sky. Exhale as you bring your left knee to left elbow, and repeat it. Inhaling as you lift your leg, and exhaling as you bring it to meet your left elbow. From here, let's come on to our forearms. To do a forearm stand, your shoulders should be straight up on your elbows, core engaged, shoulder blades engaged. And from here, let's go into a dolphin pose by bringing your foot close to your body, one step at a time. The more you bring them closer to your body, the more you'll feel it on the shoulders and arms. Slowly come out of it and go into child's pose to bring your heart rate down. Stay here for a few breaths. And then slowly come back up in a tabletop position and bend your wrists in the opposite direction, bringing your hands facing your foot, and then tuck your hip bones onto your elbows, and then go into an arm balance, shifting your weight of the body forward. Stay for as long as you can, and then gently come back on the ground. And let's go into a seated position with our legs extended forward. And now we are going to try the 8-figure pose. So stretch our right leg and place it on top of our right shoulder, creating a hook of sorts. And then push the right leg back with your right elbow, and then lift your left leg up and bring your left ankle on top of the right ankle to cross it. And then move your body forward as you balance it on your arms, moving your legs to the side. Your wrist you could be in the front or on the mat on the ground or even at your foot. Gently release it, and now we are going to repeat it on the other side. Lifting our left foot, left leg on top of our left shoulder and stretching the left leg, creating that hook on the left side, and then gently pushing the left leg from the left elbow back, and then resting both the hands on the ground, lifting our right foot and placing it on the left ankle, and then moving it to the side, bringing our weight of the body on our hands. Stay here for as long as you can. Keep breathing here and slowly release the pose. From here, slowly come back in a standing position and meet me in Tadasana. And from here, bend your right knee and rest it on top of the left knee, 2 feet above the left knee. And bend down in a squat and twist your body to the left side. This is a very good hip opener as well. And at the same time, you're twisting your body to the left side, extending that spine. And this is what we are preparing for the grasshopper pose. So basically, we are trying to move our body on the left side and basically trying to rest the right foot on top of the right tricep. But as you can see, for me also, it's a little hard one to get at, but it's a journey. So keep warming up and keep getting into that pose to get into that habit of making your body feel what it feels like to go into grasshopper. From here, let's go into a little squat and then bring both our arms behind our foot to rest on the ground. And then from here, we are going to move our body weight on the hands and lift our legs off the ground. From here, again come back into a standing position. And this time we go into a low squat and then bring both our arms towards the left side to go for a crow pose on the side, and we tuck our elbows next to our left leg, one near the knee, another one near the hip bones, and then gently lift our foot off the ground as we bend forward. And from here, if it's possible, you can lift one of the legs high up in the sky and slowly come back. And let's repeat it on the other side, staying in that squat position and bending, twisting our body towards the right side, tucking our elbows next to the right leg, and then shifting our weight on top of the triceps and lifting our legs off the ground, and then gently lifting the top leg up in the sky and slowly come back on the mat. From here, let's meet me in a downward facing dog. And from here, we are going to take our right knee and rest it on the right tricep and tuck our left elbow in between our stomach and the left hip bone, and then lift our body off the ground. And then let's repeat it on the other side, bringing our left foot to rest on the left tricep and right elbow tucked on the left side of the body and lifting our body off the ground. Once done, you can go into a child pose to bring your breath back and bring your heart rate down. And then from there, go into a downward facing dog. And then jump a step forward and then inhale as you come all the way up. Now bring your right knee to bend and rest it on the left foot. And then we are going to try to do a flying pigeon. So go into a forward fold, bringing your hands forward and tucking them next to your right foot, which is bent, and then lifting your left foot off the ground. Gently release it and go into a downward facing dog. You can try it on the other side if you like. And then meet me in a downward facing dog. And from here, we are going to try to go into handstands. So, in downward facing dog, grab the ground from your hands and then start shifting the weight on the hands, and then push 1 foot off the ground and swing it to get into a handstand. You can use the support of the wall if you're beginning, or you can try switching between legs for now. Or you can have a partner hold on to your legs as they help you reach handstand. And once done, go into the final resting position, which is the Savasana, lying back on the ground with your hands and legs spread wide, and appreciating yourself coming to the mat today and following along and doing yoga. I hope you enjoyed this advanced flow, and I hope to see you in future videos. Namaste and have a great rest of your day.